So good morning po ma'am and sir and classmates. I am Christian P. Natividad from CCJ3 Delta. And the topic for today is how will you prevent juvenile delinquency by connecting the self-control theory and influences of social institution for having and not having juvenile delinquency. So first is the self-control theory. So what is the self-control theory? So the self-control theory is that an individual's propensity for criminality develops early in childhood and then remains stable across the life course. The theory ignores positivistic criminology by arguing the criminals are not distinctly distinguishable from non-criminals. So the first is self-control theory. So what is self-control theory? Self-control theory argues that individuals' propensity for criminality develops early in childhood and then remains stable across the life course. So the theory ignores positivistic criminology by arguing the criminals are not distinctly distinguishable from non-criminals. So, as by my research, the self-control theory of crime suggests that individuals who were ineffectually parented before the age of 10 develop less self-control than individuals of approximately the same age who were raised with better parenting. So, sinasabi po dito is less po yung self-control ng mga batang hindi po nagabayan ng kanilang mga magulang bago po mag-age of 10. And then, ito po ay sa kadahilan ng yung magulang po nila ay pabaya or namatay na po. At yung iba po ay lumaki sa kanilang mga grandparents or mga lolo at lola and so on. So for me, the prevention of juvenile delinquency using this theory, the theory of self-control, is more important because it develops the children to be remains stable across in the life course, or simply to avoid the wrongdoings that can caught in the neighborhood or in school or first in the family, that can adapt the offense of the adult if the parents or the guardian didn't guide the child properly or they disregard the proper guidance to the child that can adopt the juvenile. So by this generation, we can prevent the juvenile delinquency by connecting the theory of self-control and influence of social institution, because this self-control is a strong predictor for the future delinquent behavior. Moreover, social influences affect self-control into adolescence, contributing to a growing area of research of the dynamic properties of self-control over the life course. And this social institution affects having or not having delinquency, because these social institutions are mechanism of patterns social order focus on meeting social needs such as government, economy, education, family, healthcare, and religion. So as a minor that don't have a proper guidance of the parents or guardians, they have the highest percentage to make an offense or an crime in their childhood age because of the lack of self-control, because the main factor behind criminal behavior that the child or this juvenile do not have the means to make themselves happy. So in my own understanding, to prevent the juvenile delinquency in this generation, to make a proper guidance in the child and have a good relation to your daughter and son, because it creates mutual understanding to both child when you teach them good conduct first in the house, because if they leave the house, the good conduct they adopt the good deeds and helping others and helping people in needs. That's why this video make a good relation to your daughter or son and be a role model to your child, because sometimes all the behavior and attitude adopts first in the house before in neighborhood or in school. Um, so this topic or this video make an open letter to every parents and guardians to have a strong relationship to their child because it starts the behavior and attitude of the child in home. So if they don't guide the child or their son or daughter properly, they have the high risk or percentage that this child make a delinquent act or an offense or a crime in their childhood age because their parent didn't manage to guide them right. And that's all. Thank you for watching and thank you po.
Ay, I like,